What if I told you that 27 independent countries work together, almost like a single nation? They share one of the world's largest economies, allow millions of people to travel without border checks, and influence global politics and trade. This is the incredible story of the European Union, also known as the EU. The story begins after World War II. Europe had suffered two devastating wars in less than 30 years. Millions of people had died, cities were destroyed, and economies had collapsed. European leaders realized that if countries worked together instead of fighting each other, they could create lasting peace and prosperity. So in 1951, 6 countries formed the European Coal and Steel Community, sharing important industries to reduce the chances of future wars. This small agreement would eventually grow into something much bigger. In 1957, the Treaty of Rome created the European Economic Community, making trade easier between member countries. Then, in 1993, the Maastricht Treaty officially established the European Union. Today, the EU has 27 member countries, including Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Poland, and many others. Together, they form one of the largest economic and political unions in the world. One of the EU's biggest achievements is the single market. This allows goods, services, money, and people to move freely between most member countries. For businesses, this means easier trade. For citizens, it means more opportunities to work, study, and live across Europe. Many EU countries also use the same currency, the euro. Today, 20 member states use the euro, making travel and international business much simpler. However, not every EU country has adopted the euro, with some choosing to keep their own national currencies. Another remarkable feature is the Schengen Area. In most participating countries, people can travel across borders without passport checks, making Europe feel almost like one large country. Millions of tourists and workers benefit from this system every year. The European Union also has its own major institutions. The European Parliament helps create laws. The European Commission manages many of the EU's daily activities. The Court of Justice of the European Union ensures that EU laws are applied fairly across member states. These institutions help countries work together, while still remaining independent nations. One of the biggest moments in EU history happened in 2020, when the United Kingdom officially left the European Union in an event known as Brexit. It was the first time a member country had chosen to leave the Union, making headlines around the world. Perhaps the biggest misconception is that Europe and the European Union are the same thing. They are not. Europe is a continent with more than 40 countries, while the European Union is a political and economic alliance of 27 member states.
Countries like Norway, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom are in Europe but are not members of the European Union. Today, the European Union remains one of the world's most influential organizations. It promotes trade, cooperation, education, scientific research, and peace among its members. Although it faces challenges, the EU continues to play a major role in shaping the global economy and international politics. The European Union proves that countries can remain independent while working together toward a shared future.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more history documentaries, ancient civilizations, and legendary stories from the past.